he was going around recording everybody having sex in his house. It was one time that I skipped school, but y'all, I was in middle school. This is the very first time that me and him hooked up or whatever. He can do this. Like, that make me feel some type of way. I feel violated. I'm too high. What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for always tuning in with me each time that I post, and I hope you enjoy today's video. I know y'all are here for a story time, and that's exactly what I'm gonna give you, but y'all know what to do. Go ahead, drop down below in the comment section and leave a hey girl, hey, what's up big sis? As in always, all comments are welcome and greatly appreciated, but just keep them respectful. As you have seen the title, you have an idea of what this story is going to be about. So family, that's the success story. Tonight I want to bring up a character that I've mentioned before on a few occasions, and this character name is Mangala. I know that some of y'all are not familiar with who Mangala is. I would just say just go to my playlist section, go to Millennial Drama, and just go down a rabbit hole there, because honestly I can't tell y'all exactly what Storytimes that it was, or maybe I'll try to remember to go to the playlist section and just put the thumbnails of the videos here that I've mentioned him in. Y'all just go to the playlist section and catch up anyway, especially if you're new to my channel, or even if you've returning and you haven't looked at those, go ahead to that playlist section. Anyway, just to give you a little brief background, Mangala is the guy that I was dating in high school. And I know some of y'all are thinking, like, how was I dating Mangala and I was with Savage? Savage was actually somebody that I got intertwined with. So Savage actually didn't come into the picture until like I was like a senior in high school. I think like, well, yeah, like part of my 11th grade year, like the second semester, and then my senior year and on after that. So yeah, Mangala was there before Savage. Mangala was there before Savage. And like I said, me and Mangala had some dealings in our adult life at some point in time. Or did I say that? No, man. So yeah, Mangala was there before Savage, and again, I don't know if I mentioned this to y'all, but we had some type of dealings in our adult life as well on down the line. Okay, so in tonight's story, this is back in when we was in high school, and I know I said I won't really talk about my high school times, but it is a lot of good stories, things that happened during those times that I just feel like I want to talk about here. I mean, I gotta talk about it, you know. So yeah, like I said, this was back when we was in high school. Probably, like, I'm not gonna say exactly what year of high school this was, but yeah, this was when I was in high school, whatever. And we were like, at this point, we had been, you know, kicking it for a little minute. Of course, I know most of his close, and at this point, I'm, you know, very familiar with who his friends are, some of his cousins and all that, so I was around them a lot. And this was also, and then of course, I was around him and one of his closest friends, probably more than others. Like the first time me and Mangala hung out was at his best friend's house. And this particular time we had cut class. Like we had kind of like made plans to just skip a certain part of school or whatever. And so this was, and he was like, oh, come on. He's like, well, you want to kick it with me, whatever. I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, but it's gonna be doing school. I'll come pick you and so up his best friend, because he was in school already that day. I don't even think Mangala came to school this day. He's like, yo, I'm gonna come pick y'all up, his best friend, and some chick that his best friend was dealing with or whatever. And it was gonna be some other people over there. So it was a nice little group of us that was gonna be kicking over his best friend's house, because his best friend's parents wouldn't be there. Like every time that we kicked it over there, and which was a lot, his best friend parents would be gone at work or doing whatever they do, you know what I'm saying? So that's the house that we used to cut school at all the time. I know, right? And this was, yeah, he used to literally come pick me up when we would hang out during school time. So it don't matter. So I'm like, you know, and this is the first time. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm cool with that, whatever. I don't know why, like, I never really had cut before. It was one time that I skipped school, but y'all, I was in middle school, and that was the one and only time that I've ever like cut class. So here I am in high school, and this is really my first time doing this. And of course I'm excited, because at this point, yeah, I think Mangala was a senior this year. No. Yeah, because at this point, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm dating somebody that's like a upperclassman, so I'm excited. And then not even that, like, we really bonded, you know what I'm saying? So and this will really be our first time just, well, we hung out a couple other times, or just like some little dates or whatever. So, but this will be our first time just really kicking it for real, where we wasn't on a date. We'll just be really chilling. And then I'll be around his friends. And, you know, like I said, I was familiar with the friends. I would, you know, we would be hanging out with the friends outside of, you know, school or whatever, going on a little double dates and stuff like that, and little group settings. So this will be the time we ought to be in like a more formal, like a more intimate type of setting. So, you know, I wasn't thinking about it, you know. Anyway, I'm moving too fast. So yeah, I agreed to cut class and all that stuff with them and the crew or whatever. So, you know, the time come, he come get us. We go over there. We just kicking or whatever. We watching some type of videos. And this is during the time I'm sure, I know for a fact they were still playing like videos on TV and stuff like that. MTV, Total Request Live, crap, that stuff. I don't know. We was looking at some stuff like that. Then we started watching some movies. And I remember us watching the movie 8th Mile. And then they was playing the scene when Eminem was, you know, murdering all the dudes on the mic with the rap stuff. Like, yeah, we were just all just kicking or whatever. And then, of course, comes to me, he's like, you know, trying to kiss on me and stuff like that. And of course we did kiss or whatever, and we all just sitting there chilling, and well, nobody really doing nothing. And then of course it was like, like I said, it was a few other little couples there clicked up whatever, and this one guy and girl, they kind of like go off to the back somewhere. I ain't gonna say if they did something or not. I'm sure, yeah. I'm certain they was back there doing what they was doing. Mind you, me and ain't never been on this type of time with each other. So, you know, I'm really not thinking about it. And I'm not gonna say that he's not thinking about it, but me and Mangala ain't never been on that type of time. I mean, like I said, we've like kissed or whatever, but never nothing like that. And he never really pressures me. But this particular day, he definitely like asked me like, will you be like, are you ready? Like, do you wanna, I can't say what he said verbatim. I don't remember, of course, but he definitely was on this type of time. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. So this is the very first time that me and him hooked up or whatever. And, you know, we go off to one of the other rooms. We just in there talking for a minute. Then, you know, of course, we got a little foreplay going on. And then he break out the condom. Then, you know, we get down or whatever. Y'all, I'm just gonna say I was thinking about that encounter for a few weeks, because that's how long it took for us to hook up again. Yeah, so I definitely was thinking about that. And this ain't the first time that I've had sex or whatever, but I really liked him, and I know he liked me for a fact. He really liked me too then, but you know, I don't know. I honestly feel like he was still talking to like this girl he used to date for a while. You know, I ain't never found out stuff like that on down the line. I don't know. You know, I don't know. But the girl was cheating on him the whole time, so I guess that's why he was trying to look for somebody else. I mean, I don't know if he was still with this girl when we was together. I really don't know. I can't tell y'all. But I honestly don't feel like I was the only girl that he was kicking it with. But I was around him a whole lot, so I might have been the one that was around the most. You know, we young. We in high school. It is what it is. I've been doing this for a good little minute. We got a little closer with that situation. And then it came points where other people at school started to notice that we was spending time together. I'm sure people saw that we was like leaving school and hooking up and all that type of shit. And of course he come to crazy with all the girls. Girls like, ooh, you with Mangala. Like, how did that go? Ooh, girl, don't mess that up because he fine, he this, that, that. You know how girls, they ready to give their input. And now they want to know with the tea. You know, now everybody trying to be interested in him. Not saying that they weren't interested, but you know, when somebody find out that so and people are dating or whatever, here come everybody out the woodwork trying to get, you know, trying to do what they can do to try to be seen, whatever. You know how that go. Y'all know how girls get when they find out you dating somebody. Now they suddenly they think he fine as shit. So that's kind of how that was. I didn't pay that no mind. I ain't think too deep about it because I'm like, you know, he gonna do what he want to do. I can't stop him. And during that time, like I said, you know, we young. I mean, you can be serious and then people don't be serious, because it really was some very serious couples in high school, in my high school. It really was. They even got married and had kids. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that people don't be serious, but they, you know, I know people do be serious right out of high school. It don't really matter. So yeah, you know, I ain't tripping too much about whatever he do. I just know how I was when I was with him. I just know how he was when he was with me and how he treated me. You know what I'm saying? But then there were some times where I'll see him in the hallways, you know, all kind of like hugged up on some other girl. Like he would have his arms around them. Don't mean that it's nothing intimate going on, but then again, you just never know. Like I said, I ain't think too much about it. But anyway, so yeah, it was this girl that he kind of like grew. It was this girl. What am I gonna call her? I'm gonna call her Candy. So Candy grew up with Mangala. Like they all grew up in the same neighborhood. Matter of fact, next door. It was like her and her siblings and all. Like I think it was a good 7 of them, whatever. They all grew up, you know, next door to Savage and Savage's best friends, and you know, the little clique or whatever. So they all pretty much knew each other. And me and her was like really, really cool. And then she was like, oh yeah, you know, so you the girl dating or whatever. She was like, girl, why you didn't tell me? That's my homeboy. That's like my brother. We grew up together, whatever. I'm like, I mean, I didn't know that. Like, I was like, yeah, you never really mentioned him to me. I mean, I know you had people. I know you was talking about guys you was real cool with, and you never mentioned that you grew up around him. Mangala and his best friend, they stay on the same street, but we wouldn't really be kicking it. Mangala. So I wouldn't really see Candy over there. Like, we'll be kicking it down on the other end where his best friend stay. So if Candy was somewhere near, I wouldn't really see her like that. And she never really came to like the little sex that they would have. So, you know, and then she had this dude that it was this one dude that she was talking to too, who I eventually like started dating him on down the line. I ain't gonna get into that, but yes, we end up somehow dating the same guy at some point in time. Matter of fact, I don't even think they was, I don't know. I ain't gonna get too deep about that. It don't really matter. But yeah, she was dating this one dude that I used to date too. But yeah, so maybe I'm guessing she went around because she would probably be in his neighborhood over there with him because he didn't stay nowhere near Mangala. So yeah, I wouldn't really see her over there, so I didn't know. No matter. So yeah, she, you know, all into that. She trying to tell me what she know about him, this and the third. Kind of like would come back and would talk to me about certain stuff. She kind of was like reporting stuff where I seen him so and so and so and so. Girl, watch these girls. You know how you. I guess she was trying to be a good friend to me or whatever, just, you know, kind of keep a good look at. And I would honestly say I feel like she genuinely did like me, and she was really trying to be a genuine friend to me because she the one that came and told me that she seen a video with me in Mangala, and it was some other people in this video. Yes, y'all. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? She was like, yeah, I seen this video of you Mangala. Y'all was doing y'all thing, and then there was some other people. They was in another room doing their thing, but it was like, basically like this girl and this guy, like a couple couples was in a room together, and they had a little orgy thing, a little foursome going on or whatever. Yes. And she was like, and this all was on the same video, whatever. So I ended up finding out that my best friend was going around recording the couples in the room. He was there with a girl or whatever, and I don't know if they ever did what they, you know, what everybody else was doing, but he was recording everybody have sex. So I'm like, what you trying to say? She's like, girl, yes, you is on a tape having sex with Mangala, and then there's some other people on this tape as well. I'm like, how the I said, who showed you this tape? He said, I seen it over there with them. She said, no. She said, I seen the tape over at 17. I'm trying to think. I gave my best friend a name because this is the same best friend, y'all, that he fell out with because he lied on me saying that me and him slept together. Like, okay, it's a story time, y'all. I'm gonna try to make sure, like I said, I'm trying to remember to get that story time and post it here somewhere, and go check out this story time because it tells you about my best friend and how he set me up to make it like me and him slept together. And this happened all down the line, like when I was in college and stuff. So yes, y'all, like I said, go to the millennial, go to my playlist section, go to millennial drama or whatever, and check out those story times. So yeah, I'm just make sure y'all show y'all the thumb, so y'all make sure I show y'all the thumbnail so y'all can have to look for it. So anyway, so yeah, fast forward anyway, basically. So yes, he was going around recording everybody having sex in his house, and he was showing the people in the neighborhood, but Mangala wasn't there. So when I found this out, I was like, okay, y'all, I instantly could not wait to class switch to the bell rang. So class switch because it was going to be like some kind of like, I think homeroom period or something. And I was going to see, I knew I was going to see Mangala in the hallway on my way to my homeroom. So I was like, hey, come here. Like I pulled him over, and he instantly looked like he was kind of concerned because the look on my face, I'm sure it was like, oh no, the fuck, you know, I'm sure I had a crazy look on my face. I know I would. Baby, I ain't had no poker face, so how I was feeling would literally be on my face. So he's like, damn, what's going on? What's up with you? I was like, yeah, Candy told me that y'all got a tape going around with me and you having sex on it. And it's supposed to be some other people on it. This some day that we all was over there. Cause man, y'all, like I said, we used to kick it over at this house a lot, and me and him would have sex over there and on different occasions. So I'm not sure when, you know, this was recorded, because it would be the same kind of like clique of people together. I mean, it would be a few other people kicking it there sometime off and on, but it would be still some of the same people over there. So I'm not sure when this happened. I said, so yes, I was told that we have been recorded having sex. Did you know about this tape? What? Hell no, I ain't know nothing about no tape. And you know what? I find it hard to believe that all your little friends know about this, but you don't know about this. He's like, man, yeah, I did find out that his homeboy, his best friend, my best friend, was going around recording people. I did find out some stuff like that. He was going around finding people, but I don't know when, and I ain't seen this tape. I was like, nah, man, I find it hard to believe that you don't know and you ain't seen this, cause what? I said, you could have at least said this to me. Like, the fact that you had to sneak and do it behind my back, like the fact that y'all had to sneak and do this, like that made me feel some type of way. I feel violated. I said, you could have told me, because how you know I wouldn't have been cool with it? Like, I at least should have had an opportunity to say whether or not I was gonna be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really felt violated, because I'm like, damn, you should have. I really felt like that. Y'all like, damn, he could at least gave me the opportunity to put myself in that situation. But the fact that I was recorded without knowing, and back then, you know, you ain't thinking too deep. I ain't thinking too much about it. I'm young, and then for one, I felt kind of embarrassed, and then I felt like I would have been in some shit had I said something to an adult. Like, so I really was in a situation, and I didn't say anything about it, and I should have. But you know, then you don't think stuff like that, because for one, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing no damn way. But I really was violated. Like, my rights really was like violated, and I really should have said something to somebody. So y'all, I was so mad. Like, I didn't even talk to him for a minute. Like, it took me a minute to even trust to be back around him. And when I say a minute, damn near half the rest of the school year. Like, I couldn't trust to be around him. I mean, I would talk to him on the phone sometime, but I would not go over there and hang out with them. And he was like, man, I promise you. Like I would hang around him, but I would not go over to the house. Like, it took me a minute to trust to go over there with him. And we definitely weren't finna be on that type of time over there with them. So it took me a few weeks to just hang around him, like I said, but it took me a long time to go back over there with him and his friends. Like, so for all I know, like we still would like cut school, but we would not be with them. We end up being somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Definitely wasn't with them, because I didn't trust the situation. So I definitely didn't trust him, and he claimed he confronted his friend, but it should have been me the one that confronted him. But then again, I was like, you know what, this can really take a turn for something else, and I just didn't want people to know about it. And then it got to a point where one of the counselors at the school came, she pulled me to the office and talked to me about this supposed tape, and trying to talk to me. I'm like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to hear that. Because for one, like I said, I was embarrassed. I felt the way. The fact that this person got me and some girls on the tape, I don't recall if the other girls were, I'm sure she did call them all in there. But I was actually a little mad at Candy, because I'm like, why would you go tell this lady this stuff? Like, I really was mad at her for a minute for that. Like, why the fuck would you go tell this woman this shit? Now these people gonna be in my bed. Like, I was a very prideful person, y'all. Like, how I am with y'all now, just sharing my, life experiences. I was never that type of person. Nobody would have ever known this stuff, but now it is what it is. So yes, I was mad at her, because I'm like, damn, now you got people in my business, now they gonna be looking at me all crazy. And she's like, you okay with the tape? I'm like, hell no, I'm not okay with the tape. I feel like a person could at least have asked me, could have at least told me that's what was going on, and I could have made the choice. I didn't have a choice. So yes, I do feel violated, but I don't want these people in my business. And I think I felt like that another reason was because I didn't want them to reach out to my parents and try to tell them what happened. I didn't want it to be bigger than what it was, y'all. So I just kept that secret to myself. The people that knew about it, people that was involved, of course they knew, but I never really told anybody else that happened to me. So yes, y'all, I just feel like I was violated. I didn't even get an opportunity to choose whether or not I want to be involved in a situation like that. And come to find out, y'all, the shit kind of happened again. But y'all gonna have to tune back in for when I talk about that situation, y'all. So yes, I'm definitely gonna stop this right here, y'all. Jump down below in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Talk about a time that you may have been in a similar situation, that you know somebody that have been involved in something like that, somebody that have been violated with people. So yes, y'all, I'm not gonna make this super long. Y'all know how I do, but just tune back in when I talk about another situation that happened with some tapes and videos and shit. Yes, his friend was a very foul person, and even in our adult life, I shouldn't have been kicking it with him then, because again, like I told y'all, he set me up in a situation trying to make it like me and him slept together. He was never to be trusted, but I think I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was just Savage's best friend, and on the surface he was cool with me, but he used to do sneaky shit. And you would think in our adult life that he would be a better person. I don't know. I just really felt like somebody should have beat his ass a long time ago. He should have got what he needed a long time ago, because he was a sneaky, grimy dude throughout the years. Yes, y'all. I heard all kinds of stories. I went around for the stuff, but I definitely heard all kinds of stories. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to stop this right here. Y'all go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet to subscribe. Go ahead and check out my previous videos, y'all. Y'all turn y'all girl up. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'm sitting like at 7-something, 702 or something like that. Y'all, come on. Share this video with somebody, y'all. Get some people tuned in with y'all, because I got more to come. And of course, I'm gonna bring other type of content. This is my birthday month, and I will be traveling for my birthday, y'all. So y'all stay tuned for some travel content. And yes, y'all, again, like I said, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Make sure your post bell notifications is turned on as well, so you'll know exactly when I post. And again, y'all, Happy New Year to you all if you haven't been here to hear that from me. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.